So, how do you fix this shit? Trade deadline has passed, and no moves were made. Nobody got fired. It's a bye week. Arthur Blank said he's going to reevaluate and see what's going on with the team and try to figure out if the squad is worth saving. I looked at the salaries to make it so I can understand realistically what do you do. And they locked up, man, until 2024, man, honestly. And that's 5 years from now. And I don't see no way, no how you get out of this situation. Getting rid of small contracts and replace them with better, small, younger players. That sounds like a good plan, but I mean, nobody's gonna pay Matt Ryan that money. Nobody's gonna pay Julio. They might pay Julio, but you ain't getting Matt Ryan money. You ain't gonna be able to just trade Matt Ryan. And Julio, I mean, if you trade him, you'll be gutting somebody else at the worst, and you should. Hell, if you trade Matt Ryan, you gotta get like a second or third and a fourth. Easy. So what do? I hate to quote George W. It looked like you should stay the course. Coach had early success. Doesn't look like he figured out, like everybody figured him out, but he hasn't did his adjustments to show that he has figured out the NFL. Like the NFL figured him out. But, Dan Quinn ain't made adjustments in his game plan. He's also hasn't picked the players to execute whatever game plan he got going on. A 6-game free fall can't say that you know what you're doing now, bro. You have to really kind of say, I don't know what I'm doing. I suggest, I know they ain't listening to me. I only got like 10 subscribers right now. But it's probably the best take that you'll ever hear about them. Stay the course. Do not change nothing. Come back next year, try again. Draft better players. Get some depth. And try again next year and the year after that. And then blow it up. Your running back situation is terrible. Your offensive line situation is terrible. Your defensive line situation is terrible. Your secondary. Like when you got just a terrible, terrible team that also is locked down. It's not like none of the high profile players are going to be gone in the next season or two. These cats are going to be sticking around for at least 4 or 5 more years, 3, 4 years, easy. And changing the coach, if you change the coaching staff, normally what happens when you change the coach staff in the NFL is you get about 1-2 years of no matter what, everybody's buying in, everybody's really going hard. And then if he's a great coach, it works. But if he's a all right coach, just a decent coach, if he's just a decent coach, they stop listening. They won't pay attention anymore. And then you kind of ruin him because I think of Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan came into the Jets talking big. We going to the Super Bowl. And first year, AFC Championship. Everybody like, whoa. Second year, man, we're going to the Super Bowl. Another AFC Championship. Everyone's like, whoa. This guy knows what he's talking about. And then he just started unraveling. And then he goes to Buffalo. And now he's talking on TV. You got to get a great coach. Maybe somebody young, fresh out of college, who has bright ideas and just doesn't have a fear of the NFL. Doesn't already know he can't beat these people, Because it's looking like Dan Quinn is beginning to believe that he cannot beat certain teams. He's looking at his team thinking, we can't do nothing with this team. We don't have nothing for them. We're going to lose. Even with them throwing Matt Schaub in, like at this point, like with a 5 game winning losing streak going, a 4 game losing streak, and you got your starter in, and y'all just can't get it together, and then your starter get hurt. You don't go to the old guy. You go to the old guy or like somebody with a little cachet in the NFL, somebody with some experience when you looking at a team that's about to turn it around or need to stay in the fray. Once you become irrelevant, put the youngest cats you can find in there. Now it's time to just showcase and see who you can sell. You're not selling none of these cats. You're about to lose your job. The best thing for Arthur Blank, though, still, regardless, is to stick with it. The teams that have the most Super Bowls, they usually win them with one coach and one quarterback. The 49ers, 4 came with Joe and Bill. The Steelers, 6, 4 came with Bradshaw and Chuck Noll. And then 2 came with Roethlisberger, with 2 different coaches. Patriots, all 6, Bill Belichick and Brady. So there's a pattern. If you want Super Bowls, you need to keep the coach and the quarterback. Is this the right quarterback? Is this the right coach? All I know is you stuck with that quarterback. Ain't nobody taking that contract on. Not in the next couple of years. And ain't nobody gonna give you what you really desire. And more than likely, whoever takes on that contract, you're gonna regret giving up Matt Ryan. You're gonna regret it. Because it's gonna be like, damn. Now he looks good. It's like he always looked good. He never looked bad. It's just y'all couldn't put it together. Maybe it's coach. I'm personally, if you're gonna tell me somebody has to lose their job this year, I'm going with the general manager. Because even though this year Dan Quinn did have final say so on the players that he was picking, he got to this point because of what happened previously with the general manager. This team is not formed this year. This team has came from previous picks. That's how we got here. You know? We gave up everything to get Julio, and now it's like we probably should have got them other picks, you know? Because it ain't panning out. And the worst part is that it actually should. Schematically, it should. I mean, throw to Julio. When Julio's triple, throw somebody else. Well, I don't see why is that hard. Running short routes with really. I see why you gave up on Sanu, because it's like, what is Sanu gonna do? No pun. Not that good though. Like I said, get rid of the people who's scouting and get you a whole new crew in there to find new talent for the next 3 years. Because you stuck with these cats for at least 3 years. So you need to revamp your team during the next 3 years. And that pretty much leads to Matt Ryan looking like a decent quarterback in the next 2 years. Like, oh, well, he actually can play pretty good. Which then would lead you to not get rid of him, because you're not put a decent team around him. Sorry, Falcons. That's the only way you're going to get out of this mess. Is push through. It's like going to a job you hate. And keep on applying for other jobs. The only way you're going to keep going, get to the next out is push through. Winston Churchill said it best, baby. If you're going through hell, keep going. Switch subjects to the Hawks. The Hawks just got beat by Heat. I just watched that, and I already said they ain't gonna do shit this year. They're a very exciting team. That I give them. They got some dunkers on there, and nobody wants to watch jump shots and passing the ball all the time. Fantasy team won 5-3, baby, and looking to get another one 6-3. I'm kicking ass. Keep your name. Don't need it. That being said, the soccer team looks like they're gonna win again. Again, I'm not. Nobody likes soccer. Nobody cares. Maybe we have a dynasty in the making. If we do have the first Major League Soccer dynasty, I'll finally go to one of the parades and record one of my last shows. But I mean, nobody cares about a soccer championship. I mean, do you? Do you really care about a soccer team? I don't either. It's me. I'm out of here. Peace.